Hi guys! For my presentation, I chose to do Saint Philomena, and I hope you guys enjoy. So let's get started. Saint Philomena. She was alive on Earth from January the 10th in 291 AD, and she lived until August 10th, 304 AD. So we can see right off the bat, Saint Philomena didn't live to be very old, and we'll find out why in the next slide. The name Philomena means daughter of light. She was a virgin martyr and was martyred at only 13 years old. She was really young. She was a princess. She was the daughter of a Greek king, and she was consecrated a virgin because she believed in Christianity. She was subjected to torture because she refused to marry the Emperor Diocletian of Rome. He wanted her for his bride when the king and her came to visit him, and she refused. So he tortured her. She was scourged, drowned with an anchor, and she was shot at with arrows. But every time, she survived somehow. She was decapitated finally and died. And she died at 3 o'clock on a Friday afternoon, just as Jesus had died on the cross. The similarity here is really cool, and the fact that that's how she finally died is really inspiring. And the fact that it was kind of a plan in heaven laid out for her. And just the amount of strength that she had to have to overcome all that torture at such a young age, to be willing to die and stand up for her faith, is just really inspiring. Two specific locations in the world that can be visited that are connected to St. Philomena would be the Sanctuary of St. Philomena in Morgano del Cardale and Corfu, Greece, where she was born and raised a princess. So the sanctuary is in Italy, and it's a sanctuary dedicated to her. And Corfu, Greece, was where she was born and her father was the king of. So Corfu, Greece was what she was the princess of. The symbols of 2 anchors, 3 arrows, and 1 palm are often shown with St. Philomena. A flower was also found on her tomb, and that is interpreted as a sign of her martyrdom. So those are the signs that she's often affiliated with. That's what they represent. They represent her martyrdom and how she died at a young age. The arrows represent how she was shot at, but still survived. A symbol for Saint Philomena may be a young child, since she was young when she was martyred. These are my interpretations of what symbols for her could be. Angels, because they watched out for her while she was being tortured. They watched over her and healed her while she was being tortured. That's how she survived. The angels were watching out for her. Or one of the weapons she was tortured with, such as a whip or an axe or a weight, because she was drowned and beheaded and scourged. So I think those could all really be symbols for her of what she overcame and what she stood for, the willingness that she had to die for her faith. Saint Philomena is the patron saint of infants, babies, and youth. This is because she herself was so young when she was martyred. So she's kind of like a protector for them. She's often also referred to as a wonder worker or a miracle maker because of what she endured and lived through. If one prays to her, it is said that your prayer will come true miraculously, just like how she was miraculously saved. Saint Philomena is a model of holiness because even at a young age, she defended her faith, herself, and what she believed in, even when she was faced with adversity and tortured. She remained true to her promise to God, putting him above all other things. She sets an excellent example to live by. I find St. Philomena really inspiring, and I've had a particular devotion to her since last year. At Dwenger, she was one of the first saints I learned about, and I just thought her story was really cool, so that's why I wanted to do my presentation on her specifically. I just think that she's really inspiring and a really cool saint to know about, and she's really good to pray to for intentions. This is where on the Google map that her sanctuary is located. As you can see, it's in Italy, so people can visit here, and that's her shrine. And then also, this right here is Corfu, Greece. You can kind of see a picture of it. If I click on it, then it should. Yeah, so this is just right here, this little highlighted area is where her father presided over, and what he was the king of that area was where they were. So they came from that area and they went to see the emperor in Rome, and then he fell in love with her and tortured her because she refused to marry him. Okay, that's it. Thanks, guys, for listening. Bye!